with this new hipfire spread, might be the best AR in the game. This thing is actually really good at hipfire, and it's going to be doing more DPS than any other ARs. So, all right, we finally made it all the way to round 55. This is the current health cap for Cold War. DM Ultra 1000% is the way I'm going to be using this. All right, and welcome back, guys. I actually just sat down to record a video that I've been talking about doing for weeks, and a lot of people have been asking about. That is the best weapon from every single class. But when I started doing this, I realized that I still haven't gone over the buffed FFAR. I actually don't know if this is the best AR in zombies right now. In my opinion, it used to be the second best because, you know, it has the highest DPS, but the hipfire accuracy and a few other things kind of turned me off from saying it was the best. But in season 5, they made the hipfire of this quite a bit better. So in this video, we're going to go ahead, go to health cap with the FFAR, see if it is right now the best AR in the entire game. And after this video, we'll be able to sit down, and hopefully in a few days after this is posted, we're going to have our video showing off the single best weapon from every class in zombies. And on top of that, we get to use the awesome new blueprint that's in this battle pass. You get this right off the bat, and it's one of the best things in the battle pass. This great Emperor blueprint. I really want to see what this looks like with Pack-a-Punch camos, because this thing's fantastic. And just for completionist sake, at the very end of this video, I'll show you guys what it looks like with DM Ultra and Dark Aether, because I know some of you guys are going to talk about that. Maybe we'll test it out with gold and stuff, but I don't want to add a bunch of unneeded stuff at the end of the video. So maybe just DM Ultra and Dark Aether. And once again, at the very end of this video, I also have the class setup I'm rocking on this bad boy if you want to use it yourself. All right, now here we are loaded in Malware Totem right off the bat. You can see why this blueprint's so fantastic. It's one of the blueprints when you ADS, you can see, you know, an actual dragon head on it. Super cool. Definitely can't wait to see what it looks like with Pack-a-Punch camos. That's the reason I didn't run a reticle on it. One, the iron sights on this are pretty clean, and it looks way better than red dot. Unfortunately, the front of the barrel is no longer golden because I put the task force barrel on, which kind of messes with the blueprint a little bit. But if we're playing zombies going to high rounds, we definitely want to put the task force on this bad boy. I'm going to go ahead, open up the map, get Pack-a-Punch open, all that good stuff. If you're new here and want to sub, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 175,000 subs. And on top of that, I gotta give a huge thanks to everybody who like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. Those 3 things help me and my channel out massively. All right, look both ways before crossing for the train. Go ahead, open the first door here. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like Malware Totem just came out, and then we've got another map coming to this game before Vanguard launching. We've got all the Vanguard betas and alphas coming out. Like right now, it feels like there's so much COD stuff right around the corner, especially for zombie players. Like if you're a zombies player, we've got another map like for this game, which comes with a bunch of Easter eggs and all that. And then we've got a full new zombies game launching too, which is going to be actually ridiculous. This is going to be my first time like actually like making videos on a game for its launch, because every single other year I've been grinding the game at launch, but I haven't been grinding videos like right when it comes out. So I'm definitely excited when Vanguard launches to be making a ton of videos on that. We're mainly going to focus on zombie stuff because that's what we do here, and it's honestly what I'm enjoying the most in COD right now, zombies. But we'll cover some MP stuff as well. But dude, I'm so excited for Vanguard's launch, making videos on that, hopefully finding some good strats. And I wonder if the grind's going to feel similar to this game. Nice little insta-kill, get a few kills here. And I'm currently buying the box, an absolute ton, because my goal is to get the Groza out of it. The Groza is really what I want to test the FFAR against, because in my opinion, the Groza was the single best AR in the game before the Season 5 update. And I want to see if it still is. That's what we're seeing. Is the FFAR now better than the Groza, or is the FFAR still going to be my go-to when it comes to AR? So yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be here a while, so let me go ahead and just spend the next 45 minutes buying this stupid box. So one thing I've already noticed while playing, my biggest gripe with this weapon was the hipfire, and it is definitely massively improved. I can definitely feel the buff to it. It still isn't as good as the other ARs. It's one of the reasons the Groza, in my opinion, just more friendly to use, especially for training and high rounding. The hipfire on the Groza is absolutely impeccable. Like, it is really good. And for me, especially if you're going to high rounds, you're going to be relying on the hipfire a lot. This is without Deadshot. So we're definitely going to test this again when we get Deadshot. It's improved, but still not as good as what the Groza and some of the other ARs are right now. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead, Pack-a-Punch this to tier 1, see what the variant looks like with the Pack-a-Punch camo. Honestly, that's pretty sick. It covers the entire weapon. You get rid of the engravings, but doesn't matter. The single best part about this weapon was 1000% the dragon head, and it stays, and it looks fantastic. So I don't care that oh, actually you can see the engravings. Hold on, this is actually probably going to look fantastic with DM Ultra. If you look there towards the bottom, you can still see all the engravings. So we'll definitely have to see what this looks like with gold and DM Ultra Dark Aether at the end of this, because I'm honestly pretty curious to see if it looks good. All right, round 25. Let's go ahead, pack a punch it a second time. Not going to really look at the camo because it's going to be the same. But more importantly, let's head up here, buy Deadshot, and check out the hip fire now that we have... Actually, I don't have enough points. Give me a second. All right, kill a few zombies. Now let's go ahead, buy Deadshot, and that is a pretty tight spread. Still noticeably a little bit worse than the other ARs, but this is so much more manageable than what it was pre this update. Like, this far away, pretty accurate with it, still hitting a lot of critical shots. I don't know. We're gonna have to test this out on health cap versus the Groza, because I think this right here with this new hip fire spread might be the best AR in the game. This thing is actually really good at hip fire, and it's going to be doing more DPS than any other ARs. So I don't know. So let me grind some more rounds and we'll be back. All right, here we go. Finally got the Groza. Ooh, and it's orange here as well. I mean, it didn't take too long in the grand scheme of things. It took about maybe 50 tries. There have been times where we tried over 100 tries to get a weapon, so really can't complain too much on that. But yeah, still only on round 32. We've gone ahead, max this out. Here's the max pack-a-punch camo. The gold looks fantastic with the dragon head in combination. Really like that. So here we go. Let's go all the way to 55 and we'll test out our newly acquired Groza and the FFAR side by side and see which one is now better. So here we are on round 46, and honestly, we're not even on health cap yet, but I can already tell you this is a lot better than it was before with the hip fire. And I've got pretty high hopes of this being the new best AR in the game. If we don't go down here, let's get a ring of fire real quick. And it has been slaying through. The hip fire is a lot better now, and I've been using it mainly sitting in this spot. And I mean, we're on 46 so far. I do have a wonder weapon, but I haven't even really needed to use it yet. Like, this thing's still slaying. Oh yay, a fire cell. We actually need that because we ended up going down. And Mule Kick still being buggy like it is. For some reason, we lost our Groza. Even though we had Mule Kick, we've got it tier 5. And it wasn't even our Mule Kick weapon. Our Mule Kick weapon was the Cerberus. Oh, wait. Do we have it back all of a sudden? Okay. We have Mule Kick. We have Mule Kick, and I guess we're only allowed to have 2 weapons. Bro, why is Mule Kick still broken? This map's been out for like 2 months now. Okay, there we go. Managed to get the Groza back. All I had to do was go down, die, lose all my perks again. And when I bought Mule Kick this time, I have my weapons back, and now I'm actually able to use it again. So my biggest goal for Cold War at this point is hopefully Mule Kick actually works by the time Vanguard comes out. I know it's a stretch goal, but my goal is for Mule Kick to properly work and not be annoying to use by the time Vanguard rolls around. All right, we finally made it all the way to round 55. This is the current health cap for Cold War, so this is exactly how these weapons would perform all the way up to round 1000 any round you go to. So we're gonna do it. First, we're gonna go through, we're gonna do the Groza, and then after we do the Groza, we're gonna do the FFAR and see which is the new best AR in Cold War. I want to shoot a single zombie first because we're probably gonna activate Elemental Pop. There we go. So let's just go off into the Horde. This is the damage we're doing. Pretty good, and this is why it was the best AR. As you can see, doing really well. Try hip firing now, and it's killing the zombies relatively fastly all the way on health cap. So ooh, nope, we don't got money to buy our perks, so let's not go down here. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, cornered ourselves. You know, I always hate training for these videos because the way to get decent footage and actually show the damage it's doing, you've got to train kind of poorly to do that, to get like footage at the angles you need. So I always end up cornering myself while training for these. But here we go, round 55. Let's go ahead, go into the Horde with the FFAR. And I'm not gonna lie, that seems noticeably quicker. Now we go to the hip fire, which used to be the only reason I didn't use this. Hip fire is fine now. I have no issues with this hip fire. To me, it's just as good as the other ARs. Maybe it's noticeably a little bit worse, but not to the point where it matters. As you can see, both these weapons are fantastic weapons to use on health cap. They're both killing zombies really quickly, but I just prefer the FFAR. Like, go back over here to the Groza. We'll test it again. Try to go back and forth between the two. So here's the Groza. Shoots a little bit slower, still doing decent damage. It does more damage per shot. It's just a slower shooter. And then going back to the FFAR now. And yeah, this one's definitely killing slightly faster. So overall, yeah, this update did do it. It did, in my opinion, make the FFAR the new best AR to use in zombies. But honestly, FFAR, Groza, FARA, any of these 3 ARs, very, very good. All top dogs. Quite a bit ahead of the other ones. So yeah. With that being said, let's hop into a private match, and I'm really curious to see what mastery camos look like on this bad boy. All right, now real quick, we're loaded in Nuketown. I'm only going to test a few of these. We don't need to go through all of them. Some of them are kind of redundant. Here is the gold camo on this. and looks pretty sharp, but not as good as I thought it was gonna look. Now here's the diamond camo, and like I thought, diamond pretty much covered just about all the main parts, although it still looks pretty clean with the gold kind of accent. All right, moment of truth. This is what I'm most excited about. Oh, come on, flip it over. That looks oh, crap. Well, let me just reload it. That looks fantastic. Look at that fine detail in this. So far, DM Ultra 1000% is the way I'm going to be using this. This is better than the Pack-a-Punch. Now, here we are using the Golden Viper. I have a feeling this one might kind of look... Actually, I like that better than the gold, but not as good as the DM Ultra. All right, now, last but not least, this is the Dark Aether camo. Skipped over Plague Diamond. It's the same as normal diamond, but pink. You can see the engravings with the Dark Aether. Oh, dude, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to give it to Dark Aether. Usually you don't get to see the engravings with the Dark Aether camo. With that being said, I think this looks better than the DM Ultra for this weapon. Really goes well with the Dragon Head. Oh, you can even see the camo while ADSing. Yeah, it's a sick choice. They're both DM Ultra, Dark Aether, whatever you put on this looks fantastic, but Dark Aether is going to get my win for this one. And here we go with the class setup like I promised in the beginning of the video. For the optic, we're not running anything. For the muzzle, we had the Flash Guard 9. For the barrel, I was running the Task Force. For the body, we had the 5mm laser sight. For the underbarrel, we had the Infiltrator grip. For the magazine, we had the bottom one. For the handle, I had the speed tape. And for the stock, I had the marathon stock. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. In conclusion, FFAR, my current pick for best AR in zombies. The Groz is a close second, and then the FAR is also really good. Kind of the three top dogs when it comes to ARs and zombies. Who knows, maybe next season we'll get a new AR, and maybe they'll buff or nerf some of these. As soon as they do that, don't worry, I'll have a new video out kind of testing it. Let me know how you feel, and in your opinion, what is your favorite AR in zombies? You already know mine from the testing this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Real quick here at the end of the video, I want to thank everyone who became a YouTube sub or a Twitch subscriber, and extra special thanks to everyone who became an Unlock Plus member on YouTube. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic. We've got Hunter Reed Don Doe. We've got the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamasta. We've got the legend Sergeant CJ, the ETOL lawyer you don't cross Hoss, the DMCA claim waiting to happen, Snap, and then we've got Luke.